Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you are new on my channel, then welcome. Now today's video is all about the Anastasia Beverly Hills lip palette. And before you say anything, yes, I know that this product was launched a while ago already. This is not a new release by any means, but if you have been following me for some time, you might know that getting products like this, or just major brands like Anastasia Beverly Hills, Tarte, Benefit, and all those kinds of brands are really difficult to get in Estonia. We do not have those brands here. Some of the brands we can order online as well, but mostly it's just such a hassle and it's really expensive. So I just gather up these things that I want in my head, and then whenever I have the chance to go somewhere that has a Sephora or that has any of these brands, I just kind of haul everything from there. So that's what I did the last time I was in the States as well, and that's how I ended up getting this palette, because I have been wanting this ever since it came out and it was all over the internet. I really wanted to get this palette, but I couldn't. So yeah, this review might be a bit late, but for those people who might still be kind of wondering and thinking whether it's worth the buy or not, it might be useful. That's the reason why I'm doing this video. This is like the longest intro ever. I'm so sorry, but I really like to talk, unless you could already tell. I'm a talker, so my intros are always really long. All of my videos are really long. I can already feel that the video is going to be super long, because I have 13 shades to swatch, plus some of the primary colors to mix together, so it's gonna be a while. Take a cup of coffee, take a cup of tea, just, you know, make yourself comfortable, and let's get into this video. Before we get into the swatches, I quickly want to give you a very brief overview of the palette. If you are not interested in any of that, I will leave a timestamp somewhere at the bottom, so you can just jump to the right sort of place in the video. Now, this palette consists of 18 shades, 5 of which are primary colors: white, black, red, yellow, and blue. And those shades you can use to mix in with the other shades, or mix them in amongst themselves to create basically whatever kind of lip color you want. The formula on these is meant to be very creamy and long lasting, very comfortable on the lips, but they are matte shades. So if you're someone who's looking for like a glossy lip and you're not very much into the matte lipstick feel or the look of them, then this palette might not be for you. But if you're someone who is very much a fan of matte shades, then this palette is going to be perfect for you. The palette comes with a mixing plate, a double-ended brush, and a spatula. There is 0.8 grams or 0.03 ounces in each little pan, so you do get quite a lot of product in there. This retails for $48 US, and it is a cruelty-free product. I think the basics have been covered, so we can get into opening this palette up. Here it is. Here is, you get a little protective film yet again. This is the mixing plate, and this is the lip palette itself. Ooh. Oh my god. There's something so satisfying about peeling off these things from new products. Am I weird? I think I might be weird, but I really like the sound of it and the feel of it as well. The palette itself has a clear lid, so you can see very easily what the colors look like, and also the names, well, the numbers, because these colors are numbered, not on the actual lid itself. They are on this little plastic sheet. And then the brush, which already fell out of here, this is the dual-ended brush. One end has the spatula and the other end has the lip brush. The palette itself feels really sturdy, feels like a very professional product. I'm going to make my life a lot easier, and I'm just going to read the shade descriptions from the Anastasia Beverly Hills website, because they have all of the shades described. Shade number 1 is a peachy pink. Wow. I am very impressed. Usually these really light colors that you can see have a lot of white base in them tend to be streaky, and you need to kind of, you know, take your time with them and build them up so that they would be nice and opaque. But with this one, the pigmentation was there straight away, and it was super easy and creamy to put on. It looks beautiful. It feels so comfortable on the lips. It is matte, but it's not drying whatsoever. The color itself is beautiful, very pretty, especially for like spring and summer. Shade number 2 is a red oak brown. Beware that this shade, although it went on very easily and again very opaque, it does cling to those dry patches on your lips like crazy. Just make sure that your lips are properly exfoliated and that they are in good shape before you apply this particular shade. But other than that, it's a beautiful, it's a stunning color. I am obsessed. I am absolutely obsessed with this color. Now, shade number 3 is called Burnt Orange. I really like this shade. For some reason, this shade went on extra smooth and extra easy. I have no idea why this specific shade was like that, but it was a dream to apply. It was just like whoop, whoop. Color number 4 is a rich oak brown. Okay, this one again was one of the more patchy shades. It just takes slightly more effort to get this shade to go on evenly. But once you get it even, it is a beautiful color. I think it's very unique. I don't think I own any lipstick that looks like this. Shade number 5 is a burnished berry. Another very pretty shade. I think it's a tendency with the more slightly darker shades that it looks slightly patchy when you first apply it, but you know, when you go over it a few times it all works out. But just bear in mind that these darker shades do cling to those dry patches if you have them on your lip. We have made it to the last shade in the first row, and shade number 6 is a rich mahogany brown. Shade number 6 was definitely, again, a very creamy, and it was easy to apply. But when you try and layer the color to kind of get the more sort of deep brown to come out, it does slightly tend to take the color underneath it away a bit. I think it's because of the creamy texture. What I would recommend doing is just kind of rubbing your lips together, because that really evens out the lip color once you get it all even. Now, shade number 7, which is the first shade in the second row, is a vibrant coral. I don't know, on my lips it looks more orange than it does coral, at least that's how I feel, but still love it. Shade number 8 is a warm sandy brown. I think this is one of my favorites. It looks a lot more kind of sandy in real life. On camera it looks slightly warmer, but I love this shade. Shade number 9 is a vibrant orchid purple. I don't think this color is for me. I have to say that this was again one of those slightly more patchy shades, but that was very easily fixed with a bit of rubbing my lips together. So shade number 10 is a berry pink. This one is definitely again one of the favorites, and it was probably the easiest color to apply so far. It just was on like wham, and it's there, and it's all so even, no patchy areas, nothing like that. Perfection. Shade number 11 is a soft oak brown. This color is again a very pretty shade. It does look slightly warmer on the camera than it does in real life. It's much more kind of toned down, went on very easily, and it was easily buildable. The last shade on the second row, which is shade number 12, is vibrant pink. Wow, this really is a very vibrant pink. I think they've nailed it with the description. I think that's another one of those shades that would look spot on in the summertime because it is so vibrant, and especially if you've got like a tan on, or if you're just someone with a darker skin tone, this color is so beautiful on you, honestly. And the final shade besides the primary colors, which is shade number 13, is a blackened berry. Now the last shade was definitely by far the most difficult shade to apply, but I mean it was to be expected because with such dark shades like this, it's nearly impossible to get it to look really good with just like one easy swipe. You kind of usually have to work more with these kinds of shades. You can definitely make it work, and again, as I said, this helps a lot. If you decide to wear this shade, I would definitely recommend using a lip liner underneath. That would make your life so much easier, or just going around the outer perimeters of your lips with a bit of concealer and cleaning up after, because with this kind of creamy consistency as well, it is so easily smeared. If your hand falters even for a second, you will get the color in a place that you didn't want to put it, so just bear that in mind as well. But I really do like the shade itself. It's so kind of deep and vampy looking. It's brilliant, especially for autumn. I think it's going to be such a cool shade to wear. The only shades left in the palette now are the primary colors, but I'm not going to swatch these because I don't think anyone's going to wear them on their own. I mean, kudos to you if you do. Absolutely, my hat off if you are bold enough to wear something like this. But normally, I don't think people are going to wear these shades on their own unless it's like Halloween or something, or like a specialty look. What I'm going to try and do now is I'm going to do 2 custom shades because I don't think my lips can take much more. I'm going to take a bit of the red shade, the yellow shade, and the white shade. Ooh, it's like a very neon looking pink. I think it's a bit too much with the eye look right now, but the color itself, I'm loving. And as a last shade, I don't know what I'm doing, guys, honestly, but I think I'm going to take the white shade, a bit of the blue shade, and the first shade in the palette. If this turns out to be something horrific, then I'm sorry. I don't know if you can see very well, but this is like a very toned down mauvey pink. I mean, it's not exactly what I had in mind. I don't think I can pull this color off. I think it looks slightly too much on me, but it's a very cool color. It's like a very toned down, almost like a pastel kind of pink. So those were all the swatches on the Anastasia Beverly Hills lip palette. By the way, the shade that I'm wearing right now is just the first one in the palette, just in case anyone's wondering. The final verdict is that I hands down absolutely recommend this palette, especially if you are like a makeup artist and you need to have a lot of different lip tones with you, but you don't want to carry like a million different lipsticks. One of the reasons why I think it tops so many other lip palettes out there is because of those primary colors. Those 5 primary colors guarantee that you'll be able to create whatever kind of lip shade that you need, which I think is incredible. And this palette is also great for traveling. It doesn't take up too much space. It's not that big at all. And you have everything that you need in this one small palette. So yeah, I would definitely recommend it. Even if you're not going traveling, and even if you're not a makeup artist, if you're just a makeup junkie like me and you really like to buy and try out different makeup, if you are able to get it, then I would definitely say go for it. This concludes this video. I really hope that it wasn't too boring and that it wasn't too long, but knowing me, it probably was. Just keeping my fingers crossed that this video helped you guys out in one way or another and that you enjoyed watching it. And if you did, you know the drill. Please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel. I would love to have you as part of my family here on YouTube. So yeah, I shall see you in my next video. Bye! If you are new on my channel, 5 of which are primarily cut. Oh my god, I cannot speak today. As you can see, the brush is in here, the dual shot. This one was again slightly spatchy. Oh my god, I cannot speak today. What is wrong with me? What did I just put in my hair?